When we were younger, you started all with a look you gave. I spread over and over among us. When we were younger, when we were younger, I had in mind to keep an eye on you. Watch you fill the room without a whisper. Going through the sidewalk, blowing in the breeze, burning like a wildfire, cold enough to freeze. Waking up the sunrise, kicking up the dust.
I just got back from the gym and I am so hungry, so I'm gonna have a snack. Did some climbing today. I haven't bouldered for about a week, I think, because I just went to Milwaukee for 4 days for a wedding, and yeah, so I had quite a bit of a break, so I felt like it was gonna be feel good, but actually my hands are pretty sore. Anyway, a snack that I'm really enjoying at the moment is some soy yogurt with some frozen blueberries that I kind of melt in a little pan, not melt, defrost in a pan. So they have some of the liquid and then I pour it on top, and then just some sunflower seeds. It's just like a perfect snack where it's not too much and it will tide me over till dinner. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. I'm finding it hard to find a yogurt that I really like. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know, because obviously everything since I moved to the US I have to change. I have to update, change the things that I like to use. I may even give making coconut yogurt a go myself, but anyway, I'm gonna make this snack and then I've got a bit of work to do before having dinner. So I'm just about to make a bit of a late breakfast this morning. I wanted to make it something a little bit more interesting, so I'm very late to the party, but I'm gonna try making one of those baked oats recipes that probably went viral on TikTok and Instagram maybe 2 years ago now, but they look really good. And I made some homemade vegan Nutella the other day, so I really want to find a way to put that on more stuff, basically. I have an endurance run today for my marathon training, so definitely want to get in a lot of food, so I feel good for that. I'm also so excited. We have our pickling cucumbers right here. I'm gonna build a raised bed today, and then maybe in a couple of weeks we'll be able to finally plant these outside, but they're doing so well and I'm so excited. We're gonna have so much food, hopefully, fingers crossed, from the garden this year, because obviously I'm in a different climate. We're gonna be growing, I've got 2 aubergine plants, far too many tomato plants, got 4 different types. We've got San Marzana, I think it's, or Marzano. Those are gonna be ones that are gonna be good for processing and then saving for making tomato sauces and things like that. And we've got cherry tomatoes, orange beefsteak tomatoes, and then just some red slicing tomatoes. And then we're also making tomatillos, growing tomatillos, so that we can make some green salsa as well for as long as possible. Our freezer is really small and I'm still very new to the idea of canning, so definitely I'm not going to be doing canning this year. Botulism is something I am very afraid of. We're also growing pickling cucumbers, and then what else? Basil. And then I have 3 squash plants that I just reused some of his old yogurt pots to put in, and they made great containers, so really happy with that. But for now, let's make our baked oats. And honestly, I can't wait to do what I eat in a week in several months' time when hopefully we have lots of stuff growing. Oh, we also have jalapenos and cayenne peppers as well. Can't wait. And of course, lots of strawberries. So yesterday I didn't really film very much. I just filmed what I had for breakfast basically, because that's basically what I ate all day because I was unbelievably unwell. It's actually quite surprising how good I feel today considering how bad I felt yesterday. Basically, we didn't clean our humidifier and that caused a lot of issues. I woke up really struggling to breathe at around 3 a.m. and then I was awake for 3-4 hours just trying to figure out what was going on. I felt like I had really bad flu symptoms, so I tried to get in the shower to try and warm up because I was so cold. So yeah, I didn't film very much yesterday. Today, however, because I slept pretty much all day yesterday, I was awake for a few hours and then slept pretty much all night, I'm feeling a lot better today. You can tell that I'm still a bit which is a bit worrying. So if you have a humidifier, not a dehumidifier, a humidifier, clean it. Because this is your sign to do that. So this morning I just prepared some black beans. They'd been soaking for probably a bit too long, probably like 36 hours, because obviously I didn't cook them yesterday. Because I want to make like a really nourishing, like delicious burrito bowl for lunch. So we've got some black beans. I still have some daring chicken. I don't know if you've ever tried that. That's the only thing I've tried that tastes more like normal chicken or like non-vegan, like real chicken, whatever. But I think I'm gonna make that with some bell peppers and some onions and some like fajita seasoning, and then have that with rice, black beans, and then a good amount of greens as well. I haven't had breakfast yet because I haven't, still feeling a bit, so I'm gonna wait and then have like an early lunch and make all of this delicious food. For the black beans, I just cooked them in the Instant Pot with 2 bay leaves. I think you're not supposed to cook them until with salt until they're actually cooked, or add salt afterwards. So I'm going to add some salt, some cumin, and maybe some other spices just to make it more delicious. But yeah, that's what we're making today. And then I'm finally going to get around to making these wontons. I've been talking about making them for ages and I have all the ingredients. I've just been very lazy about it, and I've been ill, so we're going to do that. Also, I'm going to show you my garden today because I've made some real progress and it's really exciting. Well, that's exciting.
And he said, oh yeah, he's an influencer, isn't she? And I thought, I didn't even know his new thing
Okay, I'm just getting ready for my run. I do 2 runs a week because my shins just cannot take more than 2 runs for this marathon prep. So I just want to show you. Okay, so for dinner we're going to be making some Shanghai style wontons. I saw this on Instagram. This has got to be like a month ago now, maybe 3 weeks ago. But if you don't follow vegan bunny chef, she does a lot of really, really good recipes. And honestly, they're delicious. And this has been one that's been on my list. Though what I will say is if you don't like ASMR, then I would not watch her recipes. But I would go and I'd read them and I would try them yourself. So what's basically going in this is just corn, carrots, shiitake mushrooms. Unfortunately, I forgot to get spinach, so that we don't have that, but that's fine. And then it has like a kind of peanut chili oil style dressing. And usually it makes 30, but I'm doubling the recipe so that we can make 60. But we're very hungry. So I'm gonna get going on this, and then I'm gonna make the inside while the tofu is just pressing. And then we're going to be spending quite some time together wrapping them all up. But she also shows you how to, like a specific style that's really easy to fold them. It's like 3 different moves. So hopefully we got this.
Soy sauce. Turn on. Somebody warned them.
Hey, if somebody warned the Kettlemans, it was probably somebody who was worried about those kids.
We're going on a hike for this thing with Elsa Ray and Baron. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They've got a YouTube channel as well. They also live in Colorado, but they've been doing like real self-sufficiency, like off-grid living for I think like 6 years now. So we're a bit rushed, so we haven't really prepared very much this morning, but the trail is just outside Golden, so we'll probably go and get some lunch there afterwards. So yeah, we'll take you with us today.
Tend to do every time we go on a trip, and we start with it's camping, kitchen, clothing, and safety. Those are our 4 kind of categories.
4 buckets.
Safety fourth. Hopefully you can now know where to find Y'all Raven events in the future, and when we do this.
How many should I put in?
Maybe we should do it the same way as last time. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, 10, then 20, 20, 20.
Okay. 60, 80. Can you get the, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I said I was going to show you the garden, and then of course I didn't. So I've moved the worms outside now. I made a few mistakes with the worm bin, and I created that because I wanted to have a place where I could put my food waste that I could directly put straight into the garden, because worms create vermicompost, which is amazing if you're trying to grow anything. So I really wanted to have a organic solution that was also really easy and also didn't use electricity. A few people asked me about the lomi, and I still have the lomi and I still use it, especially for things that I can't give the worms, like citrus or too much garlic or too many onions. Usually what I'll do is I'll just grind everything up in a food processor and then put it in the freezer. And then once the worms are ready to have some more food, then I'll give it to them then. But on those occasions that I do still use the loamy. Of course, it's so much faster, but it creates something called pre-compost, which is not true compost. So then you have to add that to a pile, which it can help it to further break down. So all that to say, I've been growing a bunch of things. The sprouts have now become seedlings or whatever, like bigger plants, and they can now be outside. I'm so tired of bringing them in and out every single day. Last night I left some tomatoes outside just to see if they would actually survive. Yeah, I think we're finally ready to leave them outside to harden them off even more. And then hopefully in a couple of weeks, once I finish building the rest of the raised beds, we can turn this space over here, which is a car parking space, into an edible garden, which honestly I am so excited about.
What you feel